Hi, we're going to talk to you guys about where we're at right now. Unfortunately, Rachel couldn't join us because she was at a travel event, but we interviewed over the weekend six different people, four food truck owners, and two consumers.
Yeah. So three food trucks that we interviewed were Van Mex, it's a Mexican food truck behind Y2E2, Canandra and Tacos Oaxaca, they're Liberian and Mexican food trucks respectively, and at Oakland's First Fridays.
And we also interviewed Francesco and Nafsika, who are college students at Yale and Barnard, respectively. It was interesting because Francesco actually loves food trucks and is a super user, while Nafsika really dislikes them and never goes there. So we got a lot of interesting insights because of those extremes. In terms of surprising and interesting findings that we had, is that we realized that a lot of the need comes from making the pre-food truck experience way more efficient. And so the two consumers that we interviewed mentioned that ordering ahead would be huge for them. There's actually already an app at Yale, which is called SnackPass, that we tested here that does that, and it's only used there for food trucks. And it would be interesting to see how this could work in other environments. Actually, the owner of Mad Mex said that people were texting him to see where he was going to be located. He said that he was giving out phone numbers and on papers, and it was very inefficient. He wants a better way to get feedback about what his consumers think. So these are all issues that are related to the outside of the consumption experience, and it would be interesting to look at that.
Another thing that we found interesting is that there's a need to increase the function of food trucks. So this is a photo at the First Fridays of a food truck. And the cook at Canandra said that there's a need for more space, that the cook can be more comfortable, but also to account for a bigger refrigerator so that it could serve more people because they have 15-hour days out there. They also said they would want more energy for the refrigerator and ventilation. Also, Tacos Oaxaca said that they'd like a seating area to attract more people, which echoes something that a consumer at Yale told us that they would love to see trucks have a seating area so they could be more social.
Yeah, and talking about that, we were it was interesting to see how there's a trend towards a more social food truck environment, and this stems from a quote from Francesco, who was a student at Yale, and he said, "I know a lot of people view eating at food trucks as a solo experience, but I love going with friends, and I think if trucks manage to make the truck experience more social, they gain a lot of consumers." And so that make us sick, and he loved that there were sitting areas. And we even talked to the owner of Mad Mex, and he said that he really pushes to be at large venues like concerts and weddings, etc., because these are more interesting for him. And there's just no good way for him to access those more social events. So we're seeing this direction towards a more social food truck experience.
Yeah, and throughout this whole experience, our perceptions have definitely changed. So for me personally, I originally came in with this perception that food trucks equals like lunch, a quick lunch option, but Mad Max's story really opened my eyes to the possibility that food trucks can, have serve at larger venues, corporate events and festivals.
And for me, I was thinking about this design project a lot about, like the moment of consumption and sale, but I realized it's actually so much more potential before and after the consumption phase. And also, obviously, I was very interested to see that food trucks could be a social experience, whereas I always saw them as a solo experience. So that was very interesting for me.
Yeah, and so overall, we enjoyed learning from different perspectives, and we hope to, carry out the design process as we synthesize new ideas and test our products out. So thank you.
Thank you.